Number 7. Siete. Eyebrows or no eyebrows? No eyebrows, girl. I decided to shave my eyebrows off maybe about completely maybe about 6 months ago, but I started with like just the end, and then I would draw my end like wherever I wanted, and then I would get closer and closer and closer, and then sooner or later I had like 3 little hairs on my eyebrows, and I was just like, why do I even keep them? Like, it's only 3 little hairs on each side, like it doesn't make a difference. So I just decided to shave them all off, and I did, and I love it. I think someday I might grow them out, but like maybe like whenever I'm 40 or something, because right now I really love the freedom of being able to do my eye makeup as high as I want it on my forehead or as low as I want it on my forehead, and it to be able to like be a way to express myself as well. What is your favorite band? I don't really have a favorite band. I like a type of music. I guess the bands that I was really into are Typo Negative, Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin. Never Shout Never is my guilty pleasure, by the way. Like I loved Never Shout Never since I was in 6th grade. I'll always love them until now. They're just like this really happy hippie vibe, and no matter how sad I feel, like if I pop a little track of Never Shout Never, it just pops up my day. So definitely, I guess my favorite band would be Never Shout Never. I know pretty much most of their songs. I know it's not really goth or anything like that, but hey, I don't care. You can't tell me what goth is and what goth isn't. Question number 9. What is your opinion on Marilyn Manson? I guess Marilyn Manson has like not a pedestal, but it kind of has like its own little special spot in my heart, just because I remember being 4 and going up to my brother's room in Mexico, and he would have a picture of Marilyn Manson. It was the one where he was wearing like the breast suit, that he was all white and the red hair, and I was just like, oh my god, like, who is this amazing creature? Like, he looks so hot, and I just have like the biggest crush on him. And when I was 4, so definitely grew up on him, and so he always has like brings back a little bit of happy memories to me. So definitely Marilyn Manson. On him, either if it's like the question whether him being goth or not goth, I don't think he is goth, but I don't necessarily think he's not goth either. He's just kind of like his own thing. Like, he's just kind of there, you know. He definitely has gothic influences. He himself is goth, like, as his style, but his music style, definitely I wouldn't call it goth, but he himself definitely has like some gothic influences on there. What were your baby bat days like? I don't really think I had baby bat days. I had like, because I just kind of started like developing my style. Like, I went from like emo to scene to goth, or to grunge to new goth to, you know, to what I am now. So I don't really think I had a baby bat, but I did have poser emo kid days, to where I was just like an awful looking emo kid. I'll maybe post a picture here, like a few pictures for you guys to look at. And yeah, that was kind of awful, and that was like as close to baby bat days that I got. Like, my scene kid days, I prefer not to talk about those. I sounded really country-ish right there. But I also have three bonus questions, or four bonus questions. So 11. What positive and good things does the goth culture brought to you that changed you as a person? So a few things that being goth has made me change as a person that are positive. I think it just kind of made me feel more confident in myself. Like, I don't have to fit in with anybody just to be friends with someone, because in high school I was probably the only goth kid in my whole high school that was like super hardcore alternative goth. Other people, they were more like softer versions of it, or they were like emo or like punk, or I think we had like another, like a kid who was punk, but that's it. Like, nobody else was like as hard into the goth look as me. So I guess it just kind of made me feel more comfortable. Like, I look good and I don't have to fit in with anybody, and I know I look decent at least for my body type. But yeah, so definitely confidence, and then also the community aspects of it. Like, it made me realize that there's not a lot of people that are like me, so the people that are like me, you just kind of grip onto them like your life depends on it, because you might never meet cool people like that. And also, it also made me feel like even though they did have stuff in common with me, they weren't necessarily good people. Like, a lot of elitist, I just throw them out the door, baby. Like, I am not gonna deal with you. Like, you are not gonna tell me what I can and cannot look like, because I am happy with my style. There's always room for improvement, of course, but generally I'm pretty happy with the way that I tend to express myself towards people. Like, if I had maybe like a little bit of a different body type, I would wear things differently, but for myself, I think I look fairly decent. And question number 12, why did you choose to be goth? I didn't choose to be goth. Goth chose me. I didn't choose to be goth. Goth is a, wait a minute. Goth is a life, wait, I'll be right back. I didn't choose to be goth. Goth is a lifestyle. Goth is who you embodied with. Goth is me. Just kidding. I didn't really choose to be goth though, honestly. I just kind of always was always drawn, like I said, to the creepier and darkier stuff, and I think it just kind of like evolved into my style that it is right now, and it just so happened to be goth. Question number 12, 13, 14. 14. Is being goth another way to express yourself? Duh. Yeah, I would say like goth is another way to express yourself. I think any way is a way to express yourself. There's hippies who like to express themselves, and punks who is a different way to express themselves. It's really, I believe that your body is your temple, and the way that you decorate it, or the way that you choose to decorate its walls, or like the clothing, the drapes that you want to put it in, I feel like it's all a way to like express yourself. Like, your body is like your house, and it shows a little bits and pieces of who you are. So it's definitely a way to express yourself. Just kind of like by looking at someone, you can be like, hey, he's my kind of person, or she's my kind of person. Like, I'm gonna go talk to them because they express themselves, like we have stuff in common. So yeah, I definitely would say that. Do goths believe in God? I think anybody can believe in goth, really. I don't think there's like a, no, you're goth, you can't. No, you're goth, you can't believe in God, and God is for posers, and goth people don't believe in goth, and bleh. Yeah, you can. Me, I'm an omnimist, meaning that first I thought I was an atheist, but then I realized that I can't really say if anything exists or not, and I'm going to use the same thing that I used with a teacher. Let's say this is the mall, and there are many different streets to get to the mall. So there's like highways and turnpikes and toll routes and kind of like ferries and subways, and all of those places get you to the mall. So who am I to say that only the highway is the right way to get you to the mall? Who am I to say that taking a subway is the only right way that gets you to the mall? The mall being heaven, or God and all that stuff. Who am I to say that? So I was like, well, what if there's all religions are the right religion? We're all for the betterment of mankind. We all want to be good, and we all want to believe in everlasting life. And I think as humans, we're all kind of comforted in the idea of an afterlife. We all want to be comforted, and we all want to pretend that after we're done here there's something else, because as humans we can't accept the fact that once you're done here, you're done here. I think that if a lot more people accepted that once we're done here, that's it, I think a lot more people would not take so much for granted, and there would be less hate and evilness in the world. But I myself, I consider myself an optimist. Like I said, I'm scum compared to someone. I'm a little speckle in the universe. I'm like dirt and grime. I'm nobody. When I'm God, nobody's gonna remember me. Nobody's gonna know that I even existed, because I'm never gonna make like a footprint in the world for me. I'm a hairstylist. You know how many other hairstylists there are in the world? You know how big of an impression I'm gonna make? Do you know how many hairstylists are in freaking Canada? Like, I don't. So how am I special? How do I why do I get to decide, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So I consider myself an omnibus, meaning I believe in all religions, all religion, I cannot talk today, you know? All religions are pretty much a possibility. All religions could pretty much get you there if you're genuinely a good person.